to That Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome to That Wrestling Podcast. It is the Survivor Series recap. And honestly, didn't think we were going to be doing this. The original plan was to do it. And then it was, Brian's not going to be here. Kevin's not going to be here. And you all know I hate Joe.
And I don't want to do anything with Jason.
So we had a plan. And obviously that plan came to fruition. CM Punk is apparently back in WWE.
Boom.
You know, I thought it was well done. You know, they throw the signature up on the screen. Everyone thinks the show's over. And I think by now, we all know the show ain't over when the signature pops up. The signature being the all rights reserved, LLC, copyright stuff that pops up on the screen on the bottom right corner. Kevin, what'd you think?
And press conference up next, right? All those other things.
Oh my God! Yeah. That's
I will say this.
We're doing this, so
I was 99% took the bait when I saw all the stuff in the corner, like always, right? Yeah. I sat in my chair the entire event, but when the 15 went down and Randy's music hit, I was like, okay, got it. Loved it. Randy, by the way, looking like $1 million freaking bucks. Holy shit.
He's a lot bigger.
He looks
and he's thick.
His arms look massive. We'll get to see him
back. His back.
That double fusion, I'm sure he worked it out like crazy. And that RKO off the top. Sorry, JD. New highlight reel. By the way, I'm buzzed. I will goosebumps immediately when you heard that music hit. Immediately, like I tried to take a photo of my arm to send to you guys, and I was like, okay, that looks weird with the flash. I couldn't get my phone, but like immediately goosebumps. CM Punk walks out. I thought we were going to be matching with the gray beards, but apparently he cut his hair. Almost clean shaven. It got me immediately thinking, I cannot wait till he gets the microphone and speaks for the very first time. Hopefully, Joe? I'm looking at Raw. Loved it.
Joe?
I thought my prediction of Miz beating Gunther was going to be the worst prediction I made of the night. But apparently, when I said there was a 0% chance of anything happening in wrestling, that's where I made my mistake on this last week's show. I didn't expect it to happen. I really did not. I just, it goes with the old adage. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So this better make dollars or it makes no sense to bring him back. But you know what? I hope it makes some money. And if it does, then Triple H is a booking genius for being able to repair that burnt bridge too. There's no way this was supposed to happen. Ever.
Well, what I find interesting was, there were reports on Twitter all day and on pretty much last couple days that Pepsi products were being sold in Chicago. So I'm like, oh man, they really might be coming in. For me, this is what I wanted. The surprise.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree.
Kevin, we were in Vegas when he showed up at AEW.
Mm-hmm.
We knew it was coming. We didn't know tonight was coming. And here's what's crazy. As negative as I've been about this.
You have a shirt.
I'm excited for WWE CM Punk.
I'm about to go chug a Pepsi.
It's not the indies that AEW is, and I'm not saying that in a negative light, but I'm actually excited. I thought he looked great. Obviously, Mayans isn't filming anymore, which is a TV show he was on. Heels is canceled, so no more Ricky Raby. So he looked clean. He's been doing MMA broadcasting, but I don't know, man. I just think this is because it's a product of the WWE system we know this shit ain't going sideways this time like it did at AEW.
I agree. It can't.
I mean,
What?
Let me ask you this to both of you. You're given the mic. You are CM Punk. What is the first sentence you say on that mic on Monday Night Raw?
The fucking shirt's up. It's up on WWE Shop right now.
Is it really? Is it just a solid white shirt?
No, it's it's that shirt, black version. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm gonna put it up on the screen so the boys can see off my phone, which ain't a great.
Okay.
Oh,
So, wow. All right. I mean, what's the first thing you say? So what do you want to talk about? It's Monday.
that would be
That
instant.
It's Monday. You know what that means. I like that.
Do you think he takes a dig at AEW?
No.
Yes.
I think he does. I think he says something to the point
I think he says something to the point of finally working with adults.
No, I was going to say
remember when he signed with AEW, he said, 15 years ago, I left professional wrestling and now I'm back. When it was only 8 years that he'd been gone since WWE, he didn't consider WWE professional wrestling.
He did not.
And I don't think taking a shot does anything. And coincidentally, something that Cole said tonight on commentary bothered me. Cody made his entrance into the ring. And, Seth and Cody had their Hell in a Cell match in this city. And Cody created another event here and then just went on. Like, I don't think that adds anything to the broadcast unless you're going to say what that event is. That event, of course, was All In. They're not going to talk about All In. But, like, why even mention it? That's like dumb, vague book posting, like vague posting on Facebook. Like, I've never liked that. But this.
They did name Chris Jericho tonight.
Heard the Jericho mentioned. I thought that was interesting because I believe that's the first time in this Miz Gunther storyline that Jericho's name was mentioned.
And
right.
In the same instance, what he mentioned, Edge as well.
Well, Edge was in the promo video for Roman Reigns, like getting all the people that Reigns had defeated over these 3 years. So Edge was predominantly in that video as well. So, like, I don't know. I don't want Punk to be petty. I feel like he was petty in AEW.
I think there's going to be a slight pettiness. And I think I was thinking about this. I think he's going to come out and say he's happy to be back in the big leagues or something like that. Not too crazy. Not saying, "Oh, Tony, you are crazy." Cue Coney Tan, like those type of things. But I will say,
did someone say my name?
What does Coney think of this?
I don't even know who that guy is that you guys are talking about. He wasn't really at AEW that long to make an impression. But
is it nice to see WWE taking your scraps, your throwaways?
Yeah, I mean, they can have the sloppy seconds. We got the good first 2 years of Pepsi Phil's career. So they can go and have the rest of our sloppy seconds, if you know what I mean. I'm Tony Khan. I gotta go. Bye.
No, but I think he makes it subtle, respectful.
I hope not.
Still a little jab. Done.
Stack like you've been there before. Be a pro. Don't even mention AEW.
Does he kick off Raw?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he has to.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Do you not remember when Cody came out Saturday night, WrestleMania? He had to start the Raw after Mania.
Yep.
He had to. Like, CM Punk has to start Raw on Monday. Remember, they're still going against Monday Night Football.
Let me ask you this. CM Punk is back. Cody's going to start his program probably relatively pretty soon leading into WrestleMania, maybe in the next couple weeks. Is that second fiddle to CM Punk being back?
It depends what Punk is there to do.
Man.
Yeah,
You know,
what's his
all
plan?
he
What's
did
the plan?
tonight was get headlocked by that one fan that looked like he hadn't showered in 6 months. Yelling Chicago over and over again.
Yeah.
I mean, let the speculation begin. Is
I
this
love it.
what Nakamura is about? Is it going to be against Randy Orton? You know, Randy punted Punk's head off the one time and caused him to lose the title. Is it going to be about Cody? And because Cody lightly suggested that Punk might be the reason why he left AEW. Like,
Right.
There's so much, and I don't even know where to begin. If you guys have something, Joe, we'll start with you. What do you think is going to happen with Punk
I don't know. I mean, there's also the jabs with Seth Rollins back in the WWE backstage days when he came back and got hired by Fox. And those two were going at each other with Twitter. And Vince was like, "Oh, stop it. You can't say that because we don't have it booked. And he works for Fox, not with us." So it's like,
Rollins
I
called him
don't-
cancer as well on the press.
He called him cancer.
right.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe that June, like maybe this is really going back to June when he was told to leave backstage. Maybe he was trying to mend fences with Miz, Rollins, and Triple H.
So
But
you're
Vince was
saying-
still in charge.
So you're
But
saying
now that Vince isn't there,
Tamina's going to escort him to the ring? Because
I think so. I think
Cool.
that's his manager. Has to be. It makes the most. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know where he's going. It's like the Nakamura thing is what I was thinking of. That makes sense because of the vague promos. Because if it didn't happen, it could have been about anyone, and they would have saved face. I don't want him in the title picture till after Mania. He's got to earn it. This has reminded me of when Hogan came back in the NWO. There was still that stink of, is he going to try to play the political card and, use his power to get in the title picture? Let him earn his way back and see if he actually can be a title contender. If not, then he can at least end his career happy.
Because remember, his AEW in-ring matches weren't good.
No.
A lot of sloppy shit, a lot of miscues. Something I found interesting, and another reason why I thought this was going to happen today. All Out 22. It was Punk and Moxley in the main event. For the year since that event, that DVD was not available on Pro Wrestling Tees. Today it was. I bought it because I have the AEW pay-per-views that I've been to. But again, I thought maybe, but I mean, look, man, I was literally laying in bed. I had 3 beers earlier, stouts. And you guys know I don't even like those types of beers.
I'm surprised you're awake.
It was the Hershey's Yingling collaboration that they do every winter. I had 3 of those, and I was like, I'm just going to bed. There's no way he's coming. And then, that 15 seconds. I'm wired now. I'm going to go back and watch it 100 times. I'm going to go watch the press conference because that's all it should be about. He should be at that press conference and hopefully not talk trash to the.
He's going to be eating cupcakes, talking about working with adults.
Man.
It's nice to be at the adult table, no longer at the kiddie table.
Something like that would be cool.
Head of the table.
Go ahead, Kev.
I was going to say, do you think I have a scenario?
Let's hear it.
So you guys mentioned Rollins. Maybe attacks Rollins, and that's finally where Damien could catch in.
Is Brian here? Wait, is Brian here? What was that?
But that's somewhat logical too, because it kind of ties into maybe Rollins knew what he was talking about 5 months ago. Maybe it's been a slow burn. The thing is, I don't want to think too much about it because I really want to just be
in
surprised.
The moment. That's why I stayed off social media today. I wasn't really on that much because I didn't want to be spoiled. I didn't want, I mean, look, he lives in Chicago. People saw him at Starbucks this week. People just saw him around. So, like, okay.
Because he lives there.
Exactly.
That meant nothing.
But today, I stayed off. I watched Michigan and Ohio State. I won $180 on DraftKings off a 4-pick parlay. Yeah, I'm so hooked on this stuff now.
My only Michigan shirt. Bam.
Nice. And I had some stuff to do today, so I stayed offline, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. And final thoughts on CM Punk, because I do want to talk just a little bit about the actual event. That's not fair. The talent that's already there. Final thoughts on CM Punk. We'll start with you, Kevin.
10 out of 10. That's all I can say. Pumped for Monday. Goosebump type moment when that music hit. Everyone would. I know everyone's mind was just. That's it. I love it. Love it.
Joe,
I hope he finds peace. No, it's like seriously, like he had such a downer in AEW for the past 2 years. I hope this is like the ending that the fans from 2014 were hoping for.
I'm pissed because I wanted to be at his last AEW match. Our last WWE match was the Royal Rumble.
I was about to say, you were not at all in Wembley.
Not at all in, no. But I don't know. I think this could be great for everyone. What's funny is I started shopping yesterday for the Marchuka crate. And I was on WWE's website. I'm like, man, there really ain't anything here. Not for you guys. I'm not buying you guys CM Punk shirts, but
I was just saying, if you did, I wear a large, that sexy ass black shirt.
I'm
just
men's.
I'm okay.
CM Punk Survivor Series 2023 Return of CM Punk shirt. It's $29.99. CM Punk. Yeah, I mean, it's that white shirt, but it's black, and it doesn't have anything on the back other than his name. And then there's a Survivor Series logo under the flag. So
wouldn't it be funny if it was just a one-time thing, like an RVD
one-off?
He was just there to end the
funny.
show, and it's
then
like
we'll
that
never
was
see him again. Never brought up. Triple H can be like, I don't know how that guy got in here, man. He must have paid someone. He's here a lot for Black Hawk games. The women's War Games match was really good. I was very happy with how that all played out. And if you watch SmackDown on Friday, I was a little concerned with Shotzi's eagerness to destroy people. I don't know if you saw it or not, but
the way she was talking like not a human, yeah, that was annoying.
Oh, you're annoying.
I want to talk about this for a long time. What the hell was that?
Did you guys watch the whole event, or Kevin?
I started pre-show minute 1 throughout the end.
Oh, you watched the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Poor Booker T. He did not expect to be outside for the pre-show.
Well, here's what's funny. Rosenberg was talking about that on Cheap Heat this week, and he's like, should I wear a hat? Should I wear gloves? His agent said you were definitely not wearing a hat. The agent okayed gloves, but I didn't see gloves. I caught like the last 15 minutes of the pre-show because I was playing EAFC on the Xbox X Series X, and then I watched the whole event. I love the women's match.
It's the second year in a row that the women's War Games outshined the men.
I mean, the men's was good. I didn't hate the men's event.
No, neither did I. But like the women's was just so good. So many stories were told between those 8 women. Like every single one of them was hit it out of the park. I was really afraid of the rest of the event because of how good the first match was.
Right. And
The
like,
rest of the event, minus Miz and Gunther, felt like extreme filler. But some of the highlights for me in that women's match, Bailey, MVP. Holy moly. Io Io. I never want to see a War Games match with Io without the trash can, her jumping off right. I thought it was creative how, she took the chain and
Time together.
she lifted it up, and put in kind of brought it up hand by hand. I thought that was kind of creative in it. But Bailey, man, she just took whooping after whooping. I actually thought Shotzi looked really tough too. Every woman in that match, I thought, looked better coming out of it. Charlotte doesn't ever need to get elevated. She looks like $1 million. And the way she was, fall away slamming and chopping people and people just moving out of the way, and Charlotte turned around. Like it was fun match. It was a really fun match, but I don't know if I would say 100% it was better than the men or better than the men's, because the men's had some fun spots in it. I thought very creative spots in it, and we'll get to that in a second. Joe, what did you think specifically was so good about the women's?
Every single woman in that match could have a feud starting tomorrow with each other. They set up feuds with everything. They even set up the breakup of or the splintering of Damage Control with basically Kyrie walking down like Jeff Hardy trying to save his brother, taking her time to enter the match. I love the fact, I think they're going to set up Bianca and Asuka, because it's like, I love that they use the fire extinguisher to combat the mist. Becky and Charlotte having their embrace in the ring to get rid of their petty feud since they're on different brands doesn't need to be mentioned again. I like that they embraced. Oh man, Bailey moving Kyrie out of the way to take the spear. Also, like everything. That's why I like the match so much. Every single, like Shotzi even played a part. I thought she was just in there to take the pinfall, but instead she had a bunch of offense in there too and looked great. Everybody A+ on that one. That is my match of the night.
Yeah, I loved Dragon Lee and Santos.
Oh yeah, I love that one too. That was fun.
That guy Santos is getting his time now. I don't know what it's going to end up being, or if he'll get anything past like an IC or a US title reign, but man, I loved that match so much. Miz and Gunther was great, and then the men's War Games match lived up to what it needed to be. Of course, we all knew Randy was going to be there. It would have been interesting if he wasn't, and then maybe Punk would have been the fill-in there. But I'm glad it didn't. Like we said earlier, Randy looked jacked. 18 months away, which is crazy that it's been that long. I didn't even realize, but I think that having him back now, hopefully no one's injured or hurt with Punk and just everything that has. I'm sorry, Brian just texted me because, he's, Lord forbid, he's actually on the podcast that he hosts. Let's see what he had to say. No fucking way. Wrestling is the best. So I'm in two groups with Brian. I'm in with you guys.
I got that same one.
And then it's with Barbara Ryan. It's the same stuff. He literally just copied pasted. No originality from that guy. Can't believe he's the host. Anyway,
what?
Yeah. Tonight is the perfect definition that wrestling is great. Enjoy wrestling wherever you are. And I'm going to go watch this CM Punk clip like 50 more times because I have it pulled up on my PC over here to my left. Yep. Thanks for listening to this Survivor Series recap, I think was what we called it. Don't forget to follow us on social media at That WrestlePod, YouTube at That Wrestling Podcast. We're almost to 3,900 subscribers. We're on our way to 4,000, and I know we've been saying that for a while, but it's been a little difficult. But yeah, I'm not even putting a produced close on this. We're closing this shit out with how Brian closes it out in 3, 2, 1.
Just enjoy wrestling.
Enjoy wrestling.